the blue, Albertson Stadium in Boise, Idaho. EA Sports College Football just about a month into the season, and we are ready for this Week 4 clash. It's the Kentucky Wildcats and the Boise State Broncos. Alongside David Pollock and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
Thanks, guys. The Wildcats head coach told me before the game this is a great opportunity for his squad. Bringing a group of 16 into a Big 12 opponent. The crowd is crazy. The teams are excited. But he wants his team to play one play at a time. He believes an upset is totally possible if his guys do their job and be the best version of themselves today. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. The Broncos ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll start on the ground with C.J. Baxter. Finds Zach Priest, and he's got 4 out to the 29. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground. Makes him talk to the hand.
And, man, you don't have to be a great play caller to give that guy the football, right? Like, feature him. The offense goes through him. You've got to love this running back. And he just finds a way to make those chunk plays like he just did, setting the tone. And Palmer, sometimes...
Snags it, and he's open. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. Kentucky back at it with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback. That's a really good stop by the defense. Jesse, they need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Unloads to the wideout. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Taking it the other way. That was not on the opening script of plays. The turnover as the defense makes a play early.
That is the perfect start for a defense that has really struggled against the pass this season. They're in the bottom portion, okay? Have struggled, but opening drive, making a statement. Maybe this creates some momentum. Maybe this turns the tide for this defense.
He stopped right at the 50-yard line, but they'll move the chains. It's first down.
When you're an offensive lineman, you have to sell pass on a draw play. You got to set real quick, make it look like a pass, and then boom, I'm leaving that guy. I'm hitting that running back right behind him. Now I can get to the 2nd level, and you can see when I do that, you make big gains like this, catch the defense off guard.
Got him downfield. Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23.
Nice play design on that one. You make it easy for your quarterback, too, because it's easy to see what's happening right in front of him. Over the middle of the field, you can see where defenders are dropping. You can see where the soft spots are in zone coverage. And just a really nice job by the QB locating his guy and making an accurate throw.
And drops hurt as it is. But when you drop it and you know you just missed out on a touchdown, those really sting. And those concentration drops, man, it makes the quarterback hesitate whether he wants to throw the football again. That is a big missed opportunity.
There to stop him after a pickup of 1 to the 22. Already well within field goal range. Wonder how aggressive they'll be on 3rd and long from the 22. Back to pass, it's Madsen. Gets it to him on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
You know, swing passes to the running back oftentimes are like an extension of the running game. That's like a sweep, but give the defense a ton of credit. The speed to be able to pursue and get to the football is why they've now set up 4th down.
Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. Might be calling a hot route. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Throws to the wideout. It's incomplete, but here comes the flag, and I think it's going to be a 1st down. So they'll give up the 15 yards on the pass interference penalty, but that's certainly better than giving up a touchdown in the end zone. So it's 1st and 10 after that costly defensive penalty on 4th down. Play clock was down to 5. No need to rush things. Make sure you got it right, so they'll use the timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Line gets set. 1st down. Takes a snap. Wants to throw. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
They just have not been able to get this guy going. They've thrown it to him over and over again here in the 1st quarter, and QB and him just not able to link up. The defense knew that was where this guy was going to be looking, but these two, they've got to find a way to get on the same page.
Looking to scramble. He just threw that one away. Nobody was getting open. He had to live to fight another play in the red zone. It'll be 3rd down.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Lived to fight another down.
Wants to keep it in the air. Looking down the middle. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's 4th down. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. Hold on just a second. A flag down. Let's see what's up with that. It is so hard to stop a drive. When you force a field goal, force the field goal. Don't give them another 1st down. The run inside. It's Riley. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
Picked up some of what they needed on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. Looking for the end zone. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Boise State. The first score of the game for the man who leads the nation in rushing touchdowns.
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise in the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TD.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll start on the ground with C.J. Baxter. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Here comes the heat. Takes a hit as he fires. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
Well, we're only in the first quarter, but already this defense is making their presence felt. We've seen time and time again their ability to rush the passer and get hits on this QB. His toughness is going to get tested.
And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. The Wildcats will have to send out the punt team. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Just needs a crack to get a return. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. To the air, it's Madsen. Here's a heat. Just missed on the connection, incomplete.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Quarterback making adjustments. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. And the quarterback couldn't withstand the heat, and he will go down as we played one quarter. They've switched ends of the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period.
Here we go.
Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Makes a deep grab. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17.
I love when you back the defense off of you. If you want to get aggressive, I'll take shots down the field, make the defense play more conservative, and now what? Now you're in the red zone with a chance to get some points.
Just a little off. Incomplete.
When you talk about versatility at the running back spot, you got to talk about this guy in the conversation. He already has caught a touchdown in this one. They're still trying to throw him the football. That one goes incomplete, but I would keep this up if I'm on offense.
Wants to fire on second down. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
Nice job by this defense here. They didn't do a good enough job on the last drive, but, man, we got to get to the quarterback, affect him, get him in predictable situations like you did right here now on 3rd and long.
They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Madsen. Trying to make magic with his feet. And he couldn't find quite enough running room to reach the line to gain.
QBs that can run completely change your game plan. I mean, every single bit of it. You have to understand now as a pass rusher, I got to keep him in the pocket. I got to understand all the zone read concepts and the power read and the jet read, all the different things they can do to you. So, you know, having a guy back there at the helm that can run the football, you better be alert of it from the first play to the end of the 4th quarter.
And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. They'll start on the ground with C.J. Baxter. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. Might as well give it to him again. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And I go back to him again, too, man. I mean, just the big play, the play before, and they say, why not? Try it again, get it to their running back, try to create some space. Better job by the defense being gap sound, coming downhill, not letting him break tackles and make a big play.
With the catch, it's Gilmore. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down. The Wildcats come to the line with a new set of downs. Pressure coming. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
And we talk to teams week after week and quarterbacks and coaches, and what do they always say, man? Quarterback's best friend is a tight end. Well, that play right there, he wasn't his best friend. You don't see a lot of drops from him, but, man, he had an opportunity to catch that.
The blue turf rumbling on this third down attempt as the Bronco fans exhort the knee. From the gun, wants to pass. And this is going to be incomplete on third down.
Third down is a big factor in games. It's something I know this offense in particular practices often throughout the week, but they just haven't been able to get it done so far in this game on these critical downs. That time, quarterback can't link up with his guy, and they've got to find a better way of being more efficient on third.
The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and short. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking to throw, it's Madsen. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
Here they come, trying to convert a third and short from the 28. Looking to throw for it. Quick pass and catch good enough for the first down. Didn't need a lot, but they got enough.
Man, they needed that one, and that took every bit of concentration by the wide receiver there. That was awesome. Big third down. You got to make the catch, but you got to make sure you stay in bounds. He did a really good job of securing that and keeping the chains moving.
It's first and 10 from the 31.
Sweet. Hydro. Rampage.
Wants to throw it again. Looking left. It's complete. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. And the Broncos come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. Finds his man. It's Brown. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. They decline the penalty for pass interference, and they'll stand on the results of the play. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Running inside. It's Riley. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Quarterback making checks. To the air, it's Madsen. Throws to the tight end. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Man, you see, once you start to get to the red zone, the contested catch rate goes way through the roof. Who can make those plays when you're physically getting hit? Nice job by the defense, man. Make them earn it. Make them feel it. Get your hands through the contact of the football when they're trying to make the catch. Great job breaking on the football at the perfect time.
Wildcats signal for a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. Oh, it's blocked! We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. He'll pull it down. He'll be forced out of bounds right at the 30-yard line as they try to grind out some room.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the first down. They'll try to get it off quickly.
And those in-breaking routes, man, it's got to be trust. Trust in the offensive line to do their job, and then trust that you know your receiver is going to break that off and come straight down the line of scrimmage. Stay away from the defense, especially those guys that sit back there trying to look at the quarterback's eyes and read them. Nice timing on that in route.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Man, if you're going to win games, you've got to hit on the home run type plays, and that was a great opportunity right there. The receiver has got to be able to look that football in and make the catch.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Finds his big tight end. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move.
And that's just a very easy, comfortable throw for the quarterback. He knows he has his big target, tight end, running across the field on the drag. Nice play.
Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab. It's Miller. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. They'll run it with Baxter. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Kentucky. The extra point here would tie the game. And the point after is good. They march 78 yards down the field and finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. And he's going to try to return this one. They make the stop on the return, and that is priority 1. You don't want some big return to give up a cheap touchdown on the final play of the half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, welcome into the EA Sports College Football Update Show, the Week 4 edition. So let's dive right in. Let's start with the USC Trojans, taking on the number 1 team, the Oregon Ducks. And it's the Ducks in real jeopardy of kissing that top 10 ranking goodbye. They're being pumped right now, dominated in every aspect of the game, and we haven't even hit halftime.
Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Riley. He's past the 30. Out to the 35-yard line and a little extra breathing room with that 15-yard pickup.
And that's why this guy is such a... this offense because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Quarterback may change this route. Dropping back, it's Madsen. Escapes the pressure going right. Hit as he throws. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
Nice job by the quarterback trying to buy time and scrambling to the right, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
They're dealing with a second and long. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Riley. Picks up the first down. Maybe a crease. 10. Touchdown Broncos. That one will give them the lead.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear, with his speed, he was gone.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. They'll start this drive going to the air. With the catch, it's Baxter. And they pick up just a few on that completion. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive...
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. They'll go with Baxter. Got a little grass. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. In your own territory, 4th down, no problem at all. They just go for it again.
What about you, Reese? Are you going for that?
Yeah, man. Here comes Kentucky after picking up that first down. Off the play fake. Dances away. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Pulls it in. It's Gilmore. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line. And the Wildcats have their offense in high gear. They'll go to the counter. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up here.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And just nowhere to go for that runner. He had no choice. That defense, they were bringing it up front. Everybody winning their one-on-ones, and they completely had him surrounded.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And it's a fumble on the play. Defense has it. They're on the move. He almost popped out of there for a huge determined. They will take it. They are in business after the fumble recovery.
And that's a huge play by the defense. Great job and great effort getting to the ball carrier and swatting at the football, knocking it out, and then falling on it for a massive fumble recovery.
Looking for space. It's Riley. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
Trying to impose their will with the run. Got enough for the first. He's brought down, stopped right at the 50-yard line.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
He rifles one deep to the left. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
That is going to give that wide receiver nightmares, man. He was wide open. I don't know if there was a coverage bust on the back end, but that is a play that this dude needs to make.
Can't get him to the ground. Now facing a 3rd and long. To the air, it's Madsen. Fires to the middle. Intercepted. Big play, stops the drive. Looking for more room.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his 2nd interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. You just get in trouble when you try.
Had to get rid of it quickly. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play.
Well, the defense is fast. If you can hit that quarterback with his speed and force those incompletions, man, that is impressive.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll give it to Baxter. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
We've reached the end of the period. Boise State has the lead and sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the 3rd. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. They're throwing for it on 4th down. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
And some people won't like that, but I like aggressiveness, and that's who they are as an offense, so it's okay to be aggressive. But I know one thing now. After that 4th down stop and you're trailing, I'm going to need my defense to be aggressive. It's going to be a big possession right here in the 4th quarter to get me the football back.
Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Might as well stick with him. Might have a chance. Touchdown, Broncos! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They extend the lead here in the 4th, and after stumbling early, about to push their record to 3-1. And it's blocked. An impressive run from the back. Gets him 6 points, good drink of water, and maybe a little oxygen.
He definitely needs some oxygen after that long run, but it looks simple, right? Just hand the ball off, but when you can make big plays like this in the run game, man, does it make offense fun.
And that is not what they were after. Kickoff sails out of bounds, an excellent field position for this offense. Wants to throw on first down. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming.
Well, we've got a close game here at the start of the fourth quarter, right? This team obviously is down, but they're not playing it close to the vest. Being aggressive, first play of the drive, trying to throw it down the field. They're going to have to complete some of these if they're going to get this comeback win in this game.
This Boise State crowd bringing the noise. It's deafening here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, the big fella almost had the interception. Instead, it'll be fourth down.
And man, did the defense just miss an opportunity that they could have turned the lights out with the lead, get the football back here. Missed opportunity. Maybe this offense now can take advantage and swing some momentum in this one.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. On fourth down, they'll throw for it. Trying to burn this defensive back. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. A bold decision to go for it on fourth down, and one that did not pay off.
Listen, with the aggressiveness of offenses and taking chances, a lot of times it's going to put your defense in a hole. And this defense is going to have to come through in the clutch right here because you're trailing. They can't get more scores. They got to get a stop on this possession, and the offense is going to have to do better than they just did.
They've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, and there's certainly still plenty of football to go, but this is where you'd love to control the flow of the game, right? You want to dictate everything to the defense, and you do that by running the football. That was a really nice run. This offensive line is firing off late. Looks like they're getting stronger as the game goes on, and that is a good sign for the offense.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on first down. Second down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script. Almost a guaranteed first down on second down, and now maybe even put them in a passing situation on third down.
They'll try to pick it up on the ground. That defense was a wall, and I think they're going to stop him a little bit short of this first down.
Not able to pick up that first down, David, but if I'm them, I'm going again right here on fourth.
And I think you knew that on 3rd and 2, short yard situation. You got it close to 4th and inches. Now we're going to get this first down.
Has to get there to move the sticks. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive.
Love the call going RPO here on 4th and short. How about the running back? This is a guy that gets the tough yards. He finds ways to get those hidden yards. He can push the pile, drive the legs. Showed you that right there.
Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown Broncos! Makes the grab right along the back of the end zone. As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column.
And a lot of times late in football games, you'll see offenses get really, really conservative with the lead. I like how this offense didn't go against the clock. They stayed within themselves. They stayed true to who they were. And now, big-time advantage, big-time lead, up by 17 in the fourth quarter.
After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. And now they'll try to get the two-point conversion, guys. Trying to punch it in. He's brought down, not even close to the goal line, and that two-point conversion attempt goes awry. From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. Here comes the Kentucky offense out onto the field. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last.
Makes the grab on the big throw. They get him out of bounds, couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. Big play to start this drive, and they're already out at the 48. It's first down. He goes right back to the air. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
And this defense has done such a great job. Another sack on the day. They forced an interception. They've been flying all over the field playing great defense.
And the Wildcats, now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. To the air on second down. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
And I'm just not sure where to put the blame. And I know they're going to lose this football game. They've struggled, and he's been sacked. I know he's turned it over and thrown an interception, but they haven't been in sync, and nobody's played really great, and they've got to...
He's going to let one fly down the middle. Grabs it at the 25 in stride. Touchdown, Wildcats. And they take it in for 6 more points. And they'll try to tack on 2. He's looking to throw. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it. They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick. They'd hoped to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Here comes the Broncos offense to start the drive. So that last touchdown made it a 2-possession game, but if this offense can do its job, they can put this one away.
Nice job there by the QB on the zone read, because he's watching the D lineman, and he knows he has to keep the football, and then he right away takes it upfield to get some positive yards.
They'll go to work on second down after doing damage on the ground. Looking for a man. It's Madsen. Fires to the middle. Tight end getting vertical. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
Looking to throw on first down. Unloads to the right. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much. Backed up now, here's second and long. Back to pass. Smashes him with the stiff arm. Stop at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a first and goal. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. They'll use the running game on first and goal. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. They lost ground on first down, now second and goal from the 5. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Second down, they'll go to the air. The throw. Trying to bull his way in. Almost in, but they'll say he didn't make it, inches away from the touchdown.
Nice job by the defense forcing the third and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
The defense trying to make a stand on third and goal. They're going to run it. Stop. Nothing. Denied right in his tracks, and it's 4th down for this defense. Power ahead. He never had a chance, never came close to converting that 4th down. Great job by this defense.
Man, what a great job by this defense. Never giving up, man. Gave up some yards, get inside their own 1 on 4th and goal. And what did they do a good job of? Getting pushed, man. The big boys getting in the backfield, getting penetration, not letting a hole even open up, and they get the big 4th down stop.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And he ends up taking a safety.
A lot of things had to happen for this offense to get back in the game, but how about the defense? The defense said, no, sir, we're going to end this one right now. Makes the big play, gets the safety. Not only do they score points, they get the football back, and the clock is on this side. The defense just ended this football game.
Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. We sensed a great deal of confidence, almost a smugness from this coaching staff. And these guys on the field, it's as if they knew they were going to win.
Yeah, playing with a bit of a chip on their shoulder, and I think they really felt like they had a real good